Used to do it all the time in college, but ice cream was more effective. There was a classic milkshake slash ice cream place right across from the campus. It is easy enough to ask a classmate to get some ice cream on a hot day. I never had success with the bars, but the ice cream date is how I met my wife. To be clear, based on the edit of Opus. Yes, ice cream dates can get you laid just as easily as buying drinks for random peeps at a bar. This sounds amazing, but I have no idea how to do this without giving off big windowless van energy lol. Because buying someone a drink is basically social code for hey, give me 5 minutes of your time and see what happens. It's not a hey, I bought you a drink, can we f*** now? I wish someone had explained that to my ex-wife. That's why I get women to buy me drinks. How many years sober? The last time I bought a stranger a drink, I saw this woman standing alone near the bar. I asked if I could buy her a drink. She smiled and said back quote sure, but how about a shot instead of a drink? I said hell yeah. Got us shots. She set the shot glass down, said thanks, then walked out of the bar. Last time I'll ever buy a stranger a drink. That's hilarious, but honestly quite a common situation. Reminds me of a time back when, being piss poor students, me and a friend is out drinking, and a girl at the bar catches his eyes. So he approaches the bar, and as he is ordering his beer he asks if he can get her one as well. Despite barely having the money to pay for himself, she says sure and promptly orders a Long Island iced tea. Note that, at least where I'm from, drinks are double the price of a beer. And a Long Island iced tea is often double the price, and ultra percent, as any other drink on the menu. After getting her Long Island, she says thanks and walks away, leaving him to pay. He was not pleased, but I had a good laugh. The audacity. I'm a woman and I'd say more than half of the guys that have offered to buy me drinks have done so in order to get me drunk. The rest use it as an icebreaker, I'd say. I've accepted a few drinks, never from a guy I've just met, though. I also always offer to buy them a drink too. None of those drinks slash conversations have ever led to anything more. I used to approach women and offer to buy them a water. You'd discover a lot about a woman by her reaction. I used to have moderate success at picking up girls at clubs, never ever offered a drink as a starter. I don't even start a conversation unless the girl is giving me some clues beforehand. Only after engaging in a conversation and start flirting for a while I may pay for the next drink. And I expect her to say next one is on me if the girl assumes that I'm gonna keep paying for her drinks just because I own a dick, I'm no longer interested. PLS share what kind of clues for those of us who are bad at picking up signs across a room. Sounds like she was a big jerk in that scenario. Bigly. Say thanks but no thanks. Because it works enough to be worthwhile. If not because of the alcohol, but because the time spent drinking is time getting acquainted. She's making the decision whether to be with this person during that time frame. If I'm buying you a drink it's because I already see something interesting in you. If it goes nowhere I still made a friend. I'll go home happy anyhow. 99.9% of the time you don't even make a friend. They just leave after they're done drinking. The worst is when women want you to buy them drinks. I've literally had women come up to me in the club, start a conversation with me, and after a very brief exchange of small talk, like a minute or even 30 seconds, they've asked me to buy them a drink. It boggles the mind they think they can just ask a man a couple of basic questions and get him to buy them drinks as an exchange. All this tells me is you've got no money and are leeching off desperate men. It must work with other guys, but never with me. I get kind of offended when women take me for one of those guys tbh. Have you no shame, woman? Definitely a good call to not buy these types drinks. Because I wish to intoxicate her to lower her inhibitions and also spike her drink so that she won't remember what happens. But in reality, the only time I'd buy a girl a drink is if we agreed beforehand to go out on a date. No fucking way am I buying a complete stranger lady a drink with zero guarantee that she will so much as give me the time of day. Homie ain't playing that game. I've never bought a woman a drink unless I'm already in a relationship with them. That's a waste of money to buy randoms drinks, like it's going to buy a night of fun. Exactly. Women nowadays earn their own money. If I need to buy them a drink in order to talk to them, then it's likely a waste of my time. I prefer starting a relationship on equal ground. I've never met a guy who bought a girl a drink and expected sex. When a guy buys a girl a drink, he's using it as an icebreaker. Not after this drink we are literally fucking. Of course that drink is hoping to lead to conversation, then maybe a connection, and perhaps lead to sex. But I'm not sure if any man expected to skip steps and go straight to sex, unless he has no social understanding of how society works. If that's the case, he shouldn't be at the bar in the first place. Just came here to say op is a lame. I just buy drinks for people, so I don't have to sit alone. Same. If I go to bars alone, I'll approach a group of people and usually offer shots. Easy way to make friends. I remember being young and dumb and thinking this, that you pick up ladies at the bar by buying them drinks. Then I had a convo with some female friends and they informed me that they never pay for drinks at the bar, even when we all go out together. They always get their drinks paid for by randos at the bar, and most of the time it doesn't even lead to a conversation and they're so happy they never had to pay a bar tab. I never bought randos drinks again after that. Well, never did that, but few women came to me asking for drinks and would suggest that I should join them with their friends. Well, let's just say I was called names several times when I said I'm good. Oh, you had the gall to turn a woman down. How dare you? That lad is a fool, but that girl is a right cunt. True. Can only think of one time I bought a woman I didn't know a drink. I asked if someone around the table could spare a cigarette and an old woman gave me two, so I bought her a beer after to say thank you. Left the bar after that. Have never bought a woman my age a drink though. Like she can pay for her own drinks and we can still socialize. I guess people who buy strange women drinks don't know how to initiate contact without buying them drinks first. It sometimes looks like the subconscious thinking is, I have to bribe them, because me by myself am not enough of an incentive to spend time on, / Wow, that is actually very sad, and it has the opposite effect. This doesn't sound plausible to me. Most of the girls and women I know won't accept a drink from someone unless they'll actually talk to them. Also, you can't have been talking to her for that long in a bar and she didn't know you didn't drink. I think you're taking one instance and blowing it up like it's a massive issue when it ain't. IMHO, a woman should never accept a drink directly from a stranger other than the bartender himself. By which I mean, the drink offered by a strange guy *SHOULD never pass through his HANDS*, just straight from the bartender to the person drinking it. Being spiked/roofied is no joke. Stay safe, ladies. Stop buying women drinks. They have their own money, and if they wanna take a roll in the hay they'll let you know. It's like hitting on women with pickup lines your dad used, it's just weak. One of my friends would scam drinks at bars. They'd buy drinks and chat her up, and she'd give a fake number. All good, until a guy pulled out his phone and called the number as soon as she gave it to him. As soon as he found out the number was fake, he snatched the drink back, chugged it down and walked away. The look on her face was priceless. r/pasta need. I was at a bar a while back talking to two girls. Out of nowhere a random guy walks up, interrupts our conversation, and asks one of the girls if she wanted a shot, then immediately hands it to her before she can answer. Expression on her face was a cross between annoyed and confused. Without skipping a beat she handed the shot to me and picked up the conversation back up. I took the shot, looked up and the guy looked like his soul just got crushed. Dude turned around and retreated. Walking up to a stranger and throwing a drink in their hand is not a good plan.